Sam woke up every day before sunrise, convincing himself that success required sacrifice. 12 hours of work lay ahead, and he faced them like a soldier heading into battle. Yet deep inside, he felt a heaviness that no amount of coffee could lift. While he worked, his mind was never still. He worried about failing, about not being good enough, about disappointing others. Half of his day passed not in action, but in silent anxiety that drained his energy faster than the work itself. One night, staring at his reflection, he saw the toll it had taken. His eyes were dull, his shoulders slumped, his spirit dim. "I'm not living," he whispered to himself. "I'm just surviving." On his way home, he passed a park where people laughed and watched the sunset. He couldn't remember the last time he stopped to see one. The world was still beautiful, but he was too busy worrying to notice. The next day, his manager called him in. "You're one of the hardest workers here, Sam," she said, "but your results don't show it." Her words hit him hard. Hard work wasn't enough if half his effort disappeared into fear. That weekend, he met his old friend Leo, who had once been just like him but now seemed peaceful. "You're working against yourself," Leo said. "You fight the world and your own thoughts at the same time. No one wins that war." Sam bought a small notebook and divided each page into 3 parts: what he accomplished, what he wasted time worrying about, and what he learned. At first, the worry column filled most of the page. But he kept writing anyway, refusing to hide from the truth. He began to change one habit at a time. When worry struck, he stopped and told himself, "I'll deal with it when it happens." The simple sentence gave him control, and slowly, the panic in his chest loosened its grip. In the mornings, instead of jumping straight into work, he sat quietly for 10 minutes. No phone, no screens, just breathing. Those 10 calm minutes gave him more strength than 12 hours of rushing ever did. Soon, his productivity rose. Tasks that once took hours were done in half the time. His focus sharpened. Without constant fear clouding his thoughts, work felt lighter, smoother, and even enjoyable. He began leaving work earlier. He walked home instead of taking the bus, called his parents more often, and cooked simple dinners. Life had texture again, real sounds, real tastes, real moments. Sam realized then that the problem was never his job. It was his mind. He had worked hard, but not smart. Peace was the secret ingredient he had been missing all along. A few weeks later, his boss noticed the change. "You seem different, calmer, but somehow faster," she said. Sam smiled. "I stopped wasting time worrying about everything that might go wrong." One evening, he sat by the park, finally watching a sunset he once ignored. The sky burned with orange and pink, and for the first time, he didn't feel behind. He just felt alive. He started sharing his experience with others at work. "Hard work builds success," he told them, "but peace builds strength. Don't let worry steal your effort." Years later, when people asked about his secret, Sam would simply say, "I used to work 12 hours a day. Half that time was wasted worrying. Once I stopped, life gave me those hours back."